Everybody who is coming into the room is automatically muted, so except for the folks on the IDAF team. It's 11:58. Welcome everybody. We're just gonna give it 2 more minutes and start right on time at noon. It's great to see so many folks joining us today for the virtual awards ceremony. We are live on Facebook right now as well. We will be putting this recording on YouTube, so folks that weren't able to join us can see that later on. And just welcome. You guys made it into the new year. You made it through the torrential downpour, through the wind, and everybody looks dry so far. That's coming in on the video. So you must have dried off since Friday. All right, let's give it 1 more minute here. Rick is having lunch, it looks like. A snack. Oh, look, we match, Rick. We got our shirts on. They're so comfortable, aren't they? We also have the chat box on the side. If anybody wants to add any comments or anything, we will unmute everybody at some point later on if you have comments or things you want to say. But just to get us started, the only folks who are unmuted are the IDAF team. And that's to keep it just rolling along and keep things organized. So it looks like we're at noon. So Allison, do you want to start us off here?
Yeah, I want to just welcome everybody to the New Year's Resolution Run virtual awards ceremony today. We are celebrating kicking off 2021 with an awesome race event downtown Asheville. It was a wet one, but we are glad that everyone came out and had a great time, even in less than ideal weather conditions. So we just wanted to hop on Zoom here and give everyone a big cheers and congratulations for an awesome run.
Yeah. Nice job, everybody.
Yeah. To introduce myself, I'm Allison from the IDAF team. I work on our marketing and design work and t-shirts and swag and all that stuff, as well as some web and stuff. And then Eric is our Duke of registration and customer service and all things that. And then you guys know our awesome race director and owner, Daphne, who puts together and dreams up all these awesome events for us.
Well, thanks,
so
Allison.
I'll hand it on over to you, Daphne.
Thank you. We had a little over 300 people signed up, but about 200 actually came out. So we had about 100 no-shows, which is to be expected given the gnarly weather conditions after New Year's Eve. And we did have quite a few people that did transfer into the virtual race. So that was really neat. That was the first time we'd done something like that before, having the virtual option with the resolution run, and people were able to participate wherever they lived, anytime up to Sunday at midnight. And we had about 50 sign up for that. And we had some people transfer into that as well. I just want to thank everybody again for who's been coming out to these events, for cooperating with all the safety guidelines and measures. We added the COVID waiver this past race, and thank you guys for taking that. I know it's extra steps, but it really helps everybody to just be safe at the race. And we really appreciate you guys following the rules and coming on your wave start times and everything. It really makes things run smoothly and safe for everybody so that we can do stuff like this. We were really super excited to be the first race in downtown Asheville to come back and be able to have a race there since the pandemic. Felt really honored to be the first ones to be able to sort of set that stage for what they might look like in the city or downtown until everybody has a vaccine and COVID, subsides. So just really appreciative of that. and thankful you guys are coming out to do the events. I mean, we're putting them on for you, for the community as well as far as small business. We love what we do. We're passionate about what we do. And so thank you guys just all the way around for being there. We gave out this year these resolution run shirts that Allison made. They're really cool. They're soft. I have the long sleeve on. There's also short sleeve. Gold yellow, which I heard is the color of the year. I did not even know, but Laura told us that is the color of the year. So Allison, did you know that when you made that?
I didn't. They hadn't announced it when I made the shirts, but it was a really great coincidence.
Yes. Okay. And then we upcycled our finisher medals again. So you notice they're a little bit heavier. We had the metal folks make a plate to go on the top, and we changed the ribbons out. Really, old metals just get thrown away. And there's no recycling of metals. We've checked everywhere if people want to, children's hospitals want to take old metals, and they don't unless they've been physically worn by someone. And so because we've had some cancellations of events with the pandemic, this was a creative and a good way to upcycle and reuse metals, and I think they turned out fantastic. I did hear a couple people said the stickiness wore off on the plate, and so if that happens, it's 3M stickiness on the back of that. If you have 3M tape, I've heard glue also works, but the rain did not help with those things staying on. We tried to keep them as dry as possible, but you guys were walking around in them. So anyway, let's see who else we thank the city of Asheville. And we just love this race. It's an annual tradition, and we just love being able to do it every year. So we're very grateful. So Allison, back to you.
Yeah, so I just want to take a second to say a huge thank you to all of our community partners. Without them, these events just wouldn't happen. So we want to say a huge thank you to Western Carolina Rescue Ministries. They were our charity partner for this event, and they always help us with this race, and we love to collect gently used shoes for them and their residents. So we want to say a huge thank you to them. If you didn't bring any shoes to the race, but you'd like to donate, you can drop them off at Fleet Feet, and they will get them to the ministry for their foot care clinic. So we also want to thank Asheville School, the Asheville Airport, Fleet Asheville, iHeartMedia, Silverback Beverages, Cliff Bar, and the city of Asheville. Again, we just want to thank all of those businesses so much for all of the support that they give IDAF and gave New Year's Resolution Run. Awards moving forward can be picked up at Fleet Feet Asheville and Biltmore Park after 3 p.m. today. So if you're from out of town, you can go to your race roster account and you can pay for shipping, and we can ship your price to you.
Yep. So those will be ready to be picked up, and we have pottery this year for the in-person folks, and so they're ready for you to pick up. I'm going to go ahead and give our overall winners. So our 10K overall winners, females, in first place was a 14-year-old Lily Kelpin. She did it in a time of 48:40. Way to go, Lily, man. She's already like fast.
Lily's here.
Is Lily here?
She raised her hand, I think.
Oh, okay. It says Andrea, but that must be Lily. Congratulations. Second place, Susan Garland. And her time was 53:05. So congratulations, Susan. Mary Beth Freeman was third. She's from Asheville, and she was 53:36. And then female masters winner, Patricia Temple from Arlington, Virginia, in a time of 54:27. And then our men 10K winner overall First place, Luis Cortines from Candler in a time of 39:58. Oh, that's so fast. Second place, John Connor, 40:59. He was just a minute behind him. And then third place, Arthur Drexler in a time of 41:01, and he was just right behind John Connor. The Masters winner was John Willis. He's age 51 and did it in 41:11. So all of those guys were just neck and neck, really close in results, and they'll all get a gift certificate to Fleet Feet as well as some pottery. And so again, those can be picked up at Fleet Feet. If you are from out of town, your award will look different than pottery because we can't ship that, but we'll get you something different. But you do get the gift certificate as well. 5K folks overall. So female overall winner, first place was Carolyn Barton from Asheville in a time of 21:33, and she is 13 years old, you guys. 13.
Wow.
Our future runners are here. Second place, Shelby Gurley from Marion. I've seen Shelby's name, and she's been at some of our other races this fall. 22:12, so awesome race. Third place, Amelia Sullivan from Weaverville, 25:59. And then female Masters winner was Amy Silvers, local to Fletcher, 27:27. They also get a gift certificate with pottery. And our male overall winners, Elijah Jones from Swatanoa, 16 years old and an 18:53 on that hilly course. Elijah, hey Elijah, you're here. We see you. Congratulations. Second was Mac McComas in a time of 21:12. And third, Wesley Gurley from Marion, 22:03. Male Masters winner was David Goldstein in a time of 22:16. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Amazing job, you guys. David's here. Congratulations. I see him. Nice job. That is, runs in downtown Asheville are not easy by any means. I mean, I would say they're some of the most difficult courses because it's just up and down, So you guys did amazing. Also want to just congratulate the virtual 5K folks who did this on their own time. And the winners for the virtual race, they can also pick up their stuff at Fleet Feet. Ben Steer from Asheville, he did the challenge. So he did the 5K and 10K and won both of the races virtually. His time was 19:16 on the course that he picked and 40:11 for his 10K. And then Paula Chang from Hendersonville, she won the female 5K 25:18, and Valerie Gortmaker won the 10K in a time of 46:21, and she's from Asheville. So those are our virtual winners. So congratulations to them as well. Let's see, we had about 25 people do the challenge, which was the 5K and the 10K. That was something new we tried out this year. That was a lot of fun. Just some notable things about these challenge folks. Wayne Boytnon, who most of you know Wayne if you're a local runner, 75 years old. He did both, and he won his age group in both of the races.
Go on, Wayne.
Pretty much amazing. Amelia Gutierrez from Cary, she won both of the age group for the 5K and the 10K. Stephen Lance and Doug Horton all did the same. So there was 4 challenge folks who won their age groups in the 5K and the 10K, which I think is pretty incredible. So it looks like we're at the hospital with Coco Gutierrez. Is that right? We're at the hospital or something? Hi there. All right. So Eric, you're up next.
Yeah, just before I'll get into the female age group winners, but beforehand, just want to say I know everybody was absolutely sopping wet the entire time. Even our shirt tables got blown over and the shirts were a little wet at some times. So now that we're all dry and the shirts are dry, if you guys do want to snag some of those, we've got last year's, we've got the beanies, and this year's obviously for sale still on the race roster site if you want to grab one of those, or you can email me over at support@idap.net, and we can get you one of those if you're still interested. So we're just going to move right into the female age group results. For the 5K, starting off with the 12 and under category, we've got 2 in there. Liliana O&B in first place. And then right behind her is Alexis Bosch, both locals here. So silent round of applause, everyone, for them. Yes, yes. For the female 13 and 19 is next. In first place there, we've got Kristen Mullet from Etowah. We've got Caitlin Mercer in second, and then in third is Virginia Bryington from Palmyra, Virginia. Huh. They were both real close there. All right, so female 20 to 29. In first place, we've got Rebecca Calloway, and then in second place, we have Ashley Cox, and in third is Mandy DiCarlo. It's so awkward to have silence. All right, female 30 to 39. And first is Sarah Schultz from Baltimore, Maryland. Come on. Second place is Sam Dirks. And then Mara Thompson in third there. She is an Asheville local. Oh yeah, those two were just 30 seconds apart. Female 30 to 39. And first is Marilyn Williams. In second there, we have Sophia Rousseau. And then Stephanie Justice in third place there. All within, oh my God,
Awesome.
First and second place were 0.1 second away from each other.
Wow.
All right, female 40 to 49, Amelia Gutierrez in first. Second place is Margaret Frazier. And then in third, we have Nana Follert. In the female 50 to 59 category, in first place, we have Mary Cummings. In second is Pam Clarkson. And in third is Leslie Thrasher. All very close times as well. Everybody's fast. All these times are very fast. Female 60 to 69. In first is Diane Shepard. In second is Carol Logan Thompson. And then in third is Kathleen Kirkwood. That's a familiar last name.
I know that lady.
All right. Moving right along to the female 70 to 79. In first is Miss Martha Marshall. Hello, Martha.
Right there.
Somewhere. She's on one of the screens.
And she has a broken arm.
Yeah.
I mean, she gets extra credit.
Come on.
Wow.
And then in second place there is Miss Wilma Fuentes. That is it for the 5K. So we will just scooch right over to the 10K results here. Starting it off for the 10K female 20 to 29 category. That was our youngest one. In first place is Ashley Cox. In second is Sydney Fry. And then in third is Katie Reff. Well done, everybody. In the 30 to 39, next up is Rebecca Stroman in first place from Arlington, Virginia. Second place is Lauren Cater, and then in third is Sam Dirks.
Woohoo!
Yeehaw. In the female 40 to 49 category is Amelia Gutierrez in first.
There she is. Down there. Woohoo!
In second place, we've got Andrea Kelpin. And then in third place, we have Gina Stanley.
Andrew's over there. Woohoo!
I'm looking around at all the squares to find.
I know.
All right, female 50 to 59. In first, we have Mindy Serrano in first.
Woo!
There she is. She's at the virtual lake. In second place, we've got Laura Gorley. And then third is Leanne Frick. Well done.
Nice.
Way to go,
And
ladies.
then our last category for the females is 60 to 69. And in first place there, we have Joan Travis. And that's it
Awesome.
for the female categories.
Nice.
Well done, y'all.
Way to go, ladies. All
And
right.
I think,
So
we'll
I'm
pass it over
gonna
to
go
Allison
ahead.
now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the male age group winners for the 5K. So for 12 and under, first place is Christopher Davis from Georgetown, South Carolina. Then second is Lucas King from Rocky Mount, Virginia. And third is Paxton Goldberg from local Arden, North Carolina.
Awesome.
So male 13 to 19, first place is John Barton from Asheville, Cole Hetzler from Hendersonville, and third place is Max Wells. And those all came in super close, within 20 seconds of each other. So male 20 to 29 for the 5K, Matt Palmer took first place with Thomas Denton in second and Ian Combest in third. Male 30 to 39, we have Stephen Lance, which is one of the ones Daphne mentioned, took first place in the 5K and 10K in his category. So Stephen, and congratulations to Stephen. Then Timothy Rizal in second place and Mitch Clemens in third. So good job, guys, on that category. Male 40 to 49 for the 5K, we have local Adam Graham in first place, Shane Sullivan in second, and David Henderson in third.
Awesome.
Male 50 to 59, Doug Horton, which is another one of those double dippers, in first place, and he is from Illinois. So thanks for coming down to Asheville, Doug.
Nice.
Mike Nealon from Asheville took second, and Larry Morrow took third. Male 60 to 69 for the 5K, Ed Burris from California was in first place. Bill Black from Georgia was in second, and Don Kirkwood came in third. So
I know that guy.
and then, yeah. And then male 70 to 79, Wayne Boytnon took first.
That man is a machine.
Yay.
He is. Okay, so now let me scroll over. Give me just a second to get to the 10K results. All right. We've got male 12 and under 10K was Lucas King from Rocky Mount, Virginia, took first place. We had male 13 to 19, Liam Corcoran in first. Roman Coxey in. Oh, hey, Liam.
Nice.
Then Roman Coxey in second and Seth Coxey in third. We have male 20 to 29 from Clemens, North Carolina, Eric Gunmanson in first, and then Cooper, I'm going to mess this up, but Duplantis, and Ian Combest from Colorado in third. Lots of out-of-towners for this race. That's awesome. Male 30 to 39, Stephen Lance took first place, Michael Black second, and then Jason Williams third. 40 to 49, we have Benjamin Kelplin from Fletcher, North Carolina, placed first, Brandon Waters second, and Daniel Johnson third. And then male 40 to 49 for the 10K, we're gonna Lee Player placed first, Lee Lovelace placed second, and David Henderson placed third.
Awesome.
A couple more. Male 50 to 59, Doug Horton took first. Jeffrey Temple took second. He was from King George, Virginia. And Brad Mortz took third from Candler, North Carolina. Males 60 to 69, Rick Herbert is in first, and Butch Demetris from Taylor, South Carolina took second. Then we have our Wayne Boytnon took first from, he's local, right? But his things is Florida. Is he a back and forther? Okay. So he took first in 70 to 79.
Awesome.
It looks like we've got Rick Hebert here from the 60 to 69 category.
Yeah. Hey, Rick.
Oh, hey, Rick.
So just a couple things. We did change the age groups for this event because we were giving out finisher medals to everyone. And we did that before we even launched registration. But the older age group 70 and up, it's the top 3 that get the awards. And then it's the top 3 overall, top 1 in masters. And then the age groups are 12 and under to 60 to 69, but it's just the first place winners, the age groups that get the award. So I just wanted to clarify that. I know Allison and Eric read a bunch of them off, but it's just the overall in the age groups, and then the top 3 overall and first place in the masters. And then the older age groups get 3, top 3. So once our races, we start getting more participants in them, we can go back to doing 3, and then hopefully we can, change our age groups again to 20 to 24, 25 to 29 like they used to be. But what we decided a few months ago was that, because we're not doing these award ceremonies in person, they're all done online. If we're giving a finisher medal, something you can take home with you, that's sort of your big award, and everybody's getting one of those. And then it's just not cost effective for us to do finisher medals for everybody and do as many age group awards as we were doing. So that's why you're seeing that change right now. And again, hopefully in the future when we have more participants and we can afford, to do both, we will. But just wanted to mention that. And just, thank you guys so much for continuing to come out. Our next event is coming up February 21st, 2/21/21. So it has a great ring to it. And the Frostbite shirt Allison has already designed, and it's really cool with the big snowflake on it. So that is going to be different than what you've had before with the penguin. And so that's neat. Save the date for next year's New Year's resolution run. It's always on New Year's Day. So I'm not sure what day that is next year, but save the date for New Year's Day. We want you to come, and then also take the survey. We sent that out to everybody, constructive feedback. We always are paying attention to that stuff, and we do what we can to improve our events, each and every time and each and every year. So I'm going to unmute everybody here if I can, just to give you all a minute if you want to say anything. I've asked you to unmute, so I think you physically have to press the button, but if you'd like to say a few things before we close, go for it.
I want to thank you for doing this, because it's really wonderful to be able to get out there and run. It doesn't matter if I've run in bad weather before, so I wasn't worried about that. But thank you so much for doing this, to you and your crew. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you, Martha.
Thanks, Martha.
And I wanted to say her arm was broken before she did the race. She did
That's
not
right.
break it at the race.
I did the ugly sweater race this way too.
I want to say thank you too, but also the podcast that you did was really helpful. That was was very, just answered a lot of questions, and y'all did it in a kind of a humorous style, and it was really helpful.
I saw that, and then when I saw Daphne on the course, I had Stephanie stuck in my mind from watching her do the course, and I said, "Hi, Stephanie," and it was Daphne, so I apologize. So it really made an impression, I can tell you.
That's all right. And I think, Mindy, you're from out of town, right?
Yeah.
I just mailed you your stuff this morning. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to commend you guys also, because Daphne, I told you I'm in race management also on the side. And so, I'm always looking to see what's being done and how it's being done. And, I kudos, the message I sent you, and I'll just, I want everyone else to hear it, is that you guys just did an amazing job. I mean, your podcast was excellent. I take time to listen and read because I know what goes into doing something like that. So I think those who didn't do it, didn't read or listen to what you did, they lost out. Because it just prepared me. I made sure my whole group knew what was going on.
Yeah, you trained them all.
Exactly. They'd ask a question like, did you listen to the podcast? Did you read the email? So hands down, coming from out of state, and you guys did an excellent job. And I wish you guys much, much success, moving forward through this COVID time. And I hope that you get all your racers back and then some. So great job.
Thank you. Thank you. That
you
really
so
means
much.
a lot. Yeah. Because of COVID, communicating to people now is more important than ever. And, we realize some people read things, some people like to listen, some people like to watch. And so the more we can try to help everybody get the information they need in all those ways, that's what we want to do. We want everybody to just have an awesome experience. And if you're prepared and you're listening to those things, you're going to just be able to turn it on autopilot and have a great time. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your course was well marked also. There were a gazillion turns.
Yes. Yes. And that wind was not helpful and trying to blow those things from side to side. But
your arrows stayed on the ground, I mean,
yeah.
So your video was great. Your video, I loved it. I mean, so it just, I can't say enough how well you guys presented yourselves and pulled off an amazing day for everybody.
Thank you.
I'd like to use those arrows in the future for those turns, because I'm always looking down to make sure I don't trip.
Me too.
And so I could really see those arrows and not make a mistake. It was wonderful.
Yeah, the sticky arrows, I tried to put those out on Wednesday, but it had rained and it was just too damp. So I went back Thursday, and it was okay, but I knew with the amount of rain that we were going to get, I just hoped that they stayed, and they did a really good job. I mean, they are very sticky arrows. But it's always, I tried to use spray paint too, but I don't like to use spray paint on sidewalks and areas that are really nice, and because that stuff does stick around for a little while. But anything else?
I thought I was ready for the stinker of a hill, but I had to walk a little bit.
Yeah, that was.
But I enjoyed the downhill afterwards. That was nice.
That's always the good.
I'm listening. I'm watching Liam down there, and he's so young. He doesn't have a lot of history of running without COVID. So this is probably like normal to you.
I don't know. You might run for school or cross country or something.
Yeah, I have a little experience, but I'm sure not as much as you guys do.
You got a long running history ahead of you, Liam. You're going to have a lot more successes. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that's it. Allison, did you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what you said about the Frostbite. We've got another goal for you. Our 29th annual Frostbite races are happening on February 21st. It's on Sunday at the Leela Patterson Center in Fletcher. We have a 1 mile, a 5K, and a 10K, as well as the 5K, 10K challenge, like we had at the Resolution Run. So get signed up for that. It'll be a super fun event. So you can head to our website to get all of the details on that. And then just keep checking our race calendars. We posted on Instagram yesterday what our set in stone races, set in stone as much as 2020 and 2021 can be set in stone. Races are for coming up, what's on our calendars, but we are working to add a couple more events. So just kind of keep your eye peeled on our website and on our social media pages, and we'll try and announce them as far in advance as we possibly can. So
Yep.
I think that's it. So thank you to
Thanks,
everyone
everybody.
who came out, and just stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
All right,
you.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Thanks,
New
y'all.
Year.
Bye-bye.
Send it away.
Everybody.